A footman who makes a fortune from an invention of an alarm clock or a society maven who arranges for her daughter to date a duke are just two examples of how the Gilded Age captures the era's starry-eyed aspirations. This season of the HBO drama is the strongest yet because of the underlying tension in the numerous narratives. Gladys, who walked down the aisle in tears, is now refusing to stay in England and is fighting off an overbearing sister-in-law with the help of her mother, Bertha Russell. The truth is revealed in a number of ways in a packed episode, including the rest of the Forte household learning about Jack's sudden money. Newspapers frequently cover the personal and professional problems of the Russells. Peggy tells Dr. William Kirkland about her history, Oscar confronts Maud Beaton, and Marian finds out where Larry was on the night of their engagement. The closing sequence, in which an unforeseen tragedy demonstrates that New York City was just as dangerous for pedestrians in the 1880s as it is now, is the most shocking. Bertha's search for Sidmouth. When Bertha first arrives in Sidmouth, the customary courteous banter about her travels is exchanged, but Lady Sarah quickly dominates the conversation. When Bertha asks Hector about the king's room, where she will be resting, Sarah responds that it is William IV, the king who ruled before Queen Victoria. Bertha soon discovers that Lady Sarah is essentially in command. Since Lady Sarah has been heard to claim that she is wearing Gladys down like a puppy in training, breaking this pattern will require Gladys to assert herself. Bertha's maid, Miss Andre, is the one who brings up this comment with her mistress. Her maid hears everything, of course. Bertha quickly exacts revenge by making fun of Lady Sarah during dinner by challenging the reasoning behind her anti-suffrage position. It is only fitting, given how Lady Sarah addressed Gladys during her first dinner in front of their guests. Even though Lady Sarah deserves this public humiliation, Gladys cautions her mother the next day that she will not take it well. Although Bertha is not one to back down, she is aware that Gladys must take the initiative. JP is adamantly on Team George and believes Sage will destroy the company. Despite their reluctance, the Merricks consent to sell George enough shares to give him controlling ownership. The fact that they can't make it legal until they get back to New York, where their attorneys will be waiting, doesn't concern George. Regretfully, Clay is aware of George's financial grave, including the fact that Russell Industries is on the verge of collapse. What better place than the newspaper's front page to reveal these details? Since only his former secretary is aware of these details, George feels certain that Clay is the source. It's difficult to determine if George is kidding when he claims that he ought to have had Clay killed, though I don't believe he is. The Merricks have withdrawn, Russell Industries stock has fallen, and two banks are in danger of failing. George is determined to locate the funds. He doesn't find the money, reader. He will not get a cent or a shilling from anyone on either side of the Atlantic. But rather than give in to Clay, George would prefer to see his company burn and go through a financial crisis similar to the one that occurred in 1873. George is unaware that Larry has discovered copper, or gold, in the Arizona mines. Larry could end up saving his father if he closes those deals in time. A disturbing finding. Larry has no idea that his engagement is failing back in New York. Oscar tells Marian that her fiancé saw Maud Beaton while he was out, which makes Marian think Larry has been hiding something from her. In addition to his initial error of lying, Larry lacked the common sense to inform Jack that he was not telling Marian the truth. Jack's poker face is awful, he looks perplexed when Marian inquires about Delmonico's, then he makes reasons to go instead of checking their whereabouts. Oscar confirms that the woman who stole the Van Ryn wealth is back in town, working at a club, when Marian brings up Maud Beaton during dinner. Agnes inquires, is it a reputable establishment? When Oscar tells Marian that it isn't, he makes an apologetic face. Marian confronts Oscar about this house of ill repute when they are by themselves. Oscar believes Marian shouldn't make hasty judgments because Larry was probably just enjoying a friendly evening.